Mm-hmm. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Hope the glue's still good. And when you're putting your segments together, you want to have enough glue to completely face the segments. Okay, it's a good idea, since I don't have any wax paper, keep my chisel handy and knock the glue off of the marble. Now on this, it's 3 o'clock already. Now, I want when you run your stuff through the table saw, I'm not changing the shape of anything. Making sure everything's there. And then two rubber bands. All right. I think my All right. I'm gonna have to do it.
Very much gratitude, Linda.
Okay, just real quick.
Well, thank you, Linda. You can count us, and we're all
Here I have
we are gonna get out
my
of together too.
rings glued up, and I have a rubber band around each one holding it in place. There's one under here. I'll let that harden overnight. And then tomorrow when I come in from work, I'll run these through my drum sander, and then I'll glue each individual ring together. The rings, one on top of each other. I might set up my big lathe and do it on there, but that's it. I've got to make a bottom ring that'll be a solid piece of wood. That will be hey, thanks for stopping by, and I'll finish this up tomorrow. Wow, would you guys like to see me? Isn't that amazing? And if I reach over here and turn that like that, hey, you can see me. No, you can't. Okay. All right, everybody. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. I'm back. Hi. And what I'm going to do here today is I'm turning a segmented bowl. It's all glued together. Hopefully I got enough glue on it for everything to hold together. Oh, man. It is crooked. Hopefully straight enough that I can turn it. Alright, we're gonna come to the outside first. I have my crown 5/8 inch bowl gouge. And I'm doing something very stupid here. I need my face shield on. I read a thing the other day where a guy got all of his teeth knocked out. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm just getting the bowl to round. I'm coming in, starting at the bottom on the outside and working my way to the top rim. So we're not sure what that is, even though it looks like mahogany. Then black walnut, and then another piece of maple with bird's eye maple, and then black walnut, and then maple on the top. And I have veneers in between each one of the rings or segments on this ring. So that's what we got going. Try some more. And I'm turning at about 800 RPM. Right. Time to switch gouges. That one is a little bit dull. what I want to do now is I want to get this running true on this, on the top, and then start coming in to the inside and seeing what kind of thickness I have. All right, that was 240. Now I'm going to use 320. That's as smooth as a baby's behind. Alright, now to clean up the dust off with my pin blanks, I'm going to use acetone. And nice thing about acetone is it flashes off really quick. And it does a good job of removing the fine dust. There we go. I like it. I'm going to use Minwax Wipe On Poly, and this is clear gloss. My wife said she wanted a shiny bowl. I made this for another lady, and she said $100 was too expensive, so my wife, she loves wood. She said, don't worry about it. It'll look good in our living room or dining room just fine. Display in the house, because all of these are her favorite woods. The spalted maple and the black walnut she loves. So I think it turned out pretty amazing. I hope you like it, and I'll see you next week with something new. I will take pictures of this and put on my video or on YouTube for tomorrow, but with what's left to do, I'm not going to. Boy, that's crooked. Is it me or is it the camera? What the heck? Anyway, get rid of this. And hey, everybody, my name's Kevin. Thanks for joining me. I know this video is going to be a little bit sketchy. It's repetitive, but it's a segmented bowl. And I'm going to do another one. I'm going to try to start cutting it out tomorrow, because I want it to be a wider piece. I want it to be like this and just shallow. I want it to come out like this. I haven't done that yet, so we'll see how that goes. All right? Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, Google, stop. Just listening to a little bit of rock and roll this morning from the 60s. Oh well. Okay, today I am working on the table saw. I am not turning, heaven forbid. But what I'm working on the table saw, and I apologize, but I lost some footage from my camera. Alright, let's see. Okay. My other camera, my Sony A6400, it is in no man's land or wherever the heck it went. So, anyway, today I am working on, a few years ago I made a segmenting jig, and that'll go like that. And for me, right now, I need to set up my blade stop or my saw stop, and the distance for this first cut from the blade for the length of my get that out of the way, is 27:30 seconds. So set that, tighten that up, and get my fence out of the way, hopefully. For the first few cuts, I can leave it on the table saw without having to remove it. What am I missing? What am I missing? I think that's what we need right there. So I'm going to grab my first piece of wood. I'll show you how I cut this, how I get started, and then I'll cut all of these, and once I get that cut, then I will show you how I glue it all together. So I'm going to make my first initial cut. I don't need my stop for this cut, I just need to cut it off initially. Now, the gap is for your guides. I spent a lot of money at 1 year, and I bought all of these wedgies. It's a piece of PPE, HDPE, and it has the number on each one for the number of pieces that you need to make a circle. And for me, for this one, is 24. And I bring this in, and I bring this till it's flush, bring this up till it's flush, and then I have my wedgie sled set up to cut my each individual segments for my turning project. I'll tell you mine to go with 24 segments in a ring. So now I made my initial cut. That establishes the first angle on the first cut this on this board. Then I go to this board, and that's when my stop comes into play. I can move that up a little closer. All right. Now, with that being set up, turn my saw back on. Oh, what I forgot to do, they suggest that you mark a line down the face of the board and a squiggly mark on top of the board. I have no idea what that's for, but I've got my board marked. Now I made this cut on that fence. Now I come back to this fence, bring it to the stop, and then I make another cut. And after I make the second cut, I'm going to take my digital caliper and I'm going to measure to see if I'm cutting correctly. And that is right on the money for that one. And holy balls, that's right on the money for the second one. So we'll take this, tighten it down, set that over there, and now I need 24 of these individual segments for my project. Looks like it all fits pretty good. That's one. And after all that 30-inch board is reduced to nothing. So put that somewhere. I might have to cut an extra one, you never know. And then my next piece has got to be a kind of length is 20 and 11/32. So I got 24 inches there. And my next ones need to be 29/32. 29/32, not gaining a whole lot. $29.30. Right there. 29/32. So have to go there. And all right, 29/32. All right, this board will now get cut up. We'll trim the end. There we go. Okay, right here on the table saw, you can see that I have already cut out 3 different segment lengths. And now I'm going to start my 4th. So I'll get this cut out and then I'll be back. Okay, everybody. I've got my 4th group of segments cut. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now number 5. 5 will be same size . Oh. 1 5/32. So not very much in the growth department here. There we go, 1 5/32. Set this up. loosen that, open that up, bring it in. There we go. All right. Now I need I hope this is long enough. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is supposed to be 24 and 5/8. Okay, we got enough. All right, let's get going. All right, I'll be back. Okay, that's all that's left out of that piece. And now I've got 24 more wedges for level 5. All right, next, level 6. The length is 1 and wait a minute here. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 1 and okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And number 7 is going to be we're going to go with a maple top. Oh, I need to go 27, 1 and 5/16. 1 and 5/16. All right, let's see if we can get this marked a little bit better this time. Okay. All right. Okay, and this is my piece of maple, and it's going to go on the top. So for my bottom ring is spalted maple, and then for my top ring is just a regular piece of maple, period. And so here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. biscuit. I hate when I trip over that. Alright. Alright, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Number 6. Six, 12, 18, 24. All right, trim this up, and I'll be back. Okay, everybody, I have 7 rows of segments cut. They will be getting glued together into the rings.